Hey guys, welcome to my channel, The Spiritual Network, where we talk about everything spiritual. Today, I want to talk about synchronicities. So, I get that a lot, like, I hear a lot of people talking about, like, 111, 222, but what actually is it, and how can I use it in my life? So, I am very analytical, so this whole spiritual journey, I've been able to understand what the angel numbers mean. A lot of people think that it's like a universal thing, but your ancestors or your guides work with how you think what the number means. So say, which we all know 111 and 555 is changes and new beginnings, but like 222 is balance. But a lot of people just don't understand like that it can be anything. So if whatever you think 222 means to you, that they will know what you think and they will use that. So you just learn how to talk to your spirit guides, understand each other, and work with each other. So what a lot of people probably don't realize, and I noticed this fairly quickly on in my spiritual journey, that repetitive numbers turn into sequences. So say you have a repetitive number that you're seeing, 111, 222. I saw all repetitive numbers, so at the same time. But usually you'll go from, like, say you see repetitive numbers for a week, and then you'll see then you'll see sequences for a week, and then a tower moment will come. So however long that repetitive moment, like the repetitive numbers last, so say it lasts 2 weeks, then you will see sequences like 543, 321, 123. You'll see those all the time for 2 weeks. You'll know that there's 2 weeks of that, and then you'll get that tower moment. So how I realized that was, I was like, why am I seeing these? And then it would automatically change really quickly. So how it would work is I would see 555, 444, 111, and I'm like, okay. And it would get my attention every single time. And if it lasts for like 2 days, and then it switches to 543s, 321s, then you'll have 2 days of that before the tower moment comes. So just so people know that is how that works. And it's never fails, like every single time. The only time that it does fail is if they just bring a tower moment in or something happens and they don't want me to know about it. So I also see my birthday a lot, and I haven't been able to really analyze what that means really yet, but I see 8/27 all the time, which is August 27th. And like, if I do see a number that I see like 3 or 4 times during the day and I don't know what it stands for, I will look it up on Google. And I know it sounds really weird, why would you use Google? But I'm telling you, most of the time it's accurate on what's going on in my life or what's happening or about to happen. And it's usually just a reminder that they're there, they're always watching, and to, stay on my feet, not to do anything stupid, because we're always being tested. And sometimes Chasta will fall back into like old habits of eating candy or having too much caffeine, and all that stuff as minor as that sounds, all that stuff really has to be very regulated, or you won't be able to move to other levels. So I don't know if people have heard like the game of life. This is literally how you get through the game of life, how you have cheat codes to be able to know what you need to work on and what you don't need to work on, and where you're going and what you need to heal, because ultimately it's about healing our inner child, because a lot of us spiritual people have been through traumatic childhood, and we have contracts that we have before we come down here to complete certain missions, to within the world or within our lives, or to let our soul grow. And when you are ready for a tower moment and you know a tower moment's going to come, it helps ease it a little bit, I've noticed. I also noticed, though, sometimes you look for things to happen that aren't even going to happen. I am one of the, I always think the worst. I'm like, oh, they're going to, like, I'm always scared that I'm going to end up sleeping in my car, because that's like my worst fear. But to understand that we have to surrender and let go and let God, and use these synchronicities to help us get through all these times, because it can get pretty rough, especially when you think that you're finally stable, but there's still something within us that we need healed, especially if it's lack mentality. We're going to get thrown into chaos and confusion, right when we think we're getting stable. A lot of that is to help us become stable within ourselves and know that we can come home to ourselves, that home isn't an external thing. We're not here to stay comfortable. We're here for change, especially in this time, how things are shifting for the better, and we're getting rid of a lot of dark karmic energy on the earth. You can also use synchronicities with animals. Animals don't really work for me that well. When I see animals, like certain ones, I'll know just to feel grateful, or that maybe a little bit of financial abundance is coming, but I never really just use that as a synchronicity. I mostly just think that, my ancestors are around me, they want me to know that they're there, that I'm safe in where I'm at, and that they're always here to help guide me and to push through all the dark times. But really, I use numbers. I think a lot of it is I'm autistic, so I can see patterns very easily. I'm able to see cycles in people as well. So, the animals and stuff like that, I just really haven't resonated with as much. So this video is going to be a short one. I'm not really going to go into a lot of details about stuff. This is pretty much it. I just wanted to let you guys know how the synchronicities and how everything works together to help get us to different levels and shed our old selves, shed the deconstruction of society. And if anybody needs any help with healing techniques or anything like that, I'm going to make a video about that as well. But just hit me up in my email. Everything's in the description box. Also, please like and subscribe because I need more subscribers. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you later.